Yeah. Live with Chess, we up next. Live with Chess, sports we're best. Live with Chess, live up next. Live with Chess, we're the best. Live with Chess, live up next.
Hello. Welcome back to the second episode of Live with Chess. I'm your humble host, Cameron Chester, and today we're talking about ball, NBA. Now, today I wanted to bring up two teams that have been piquing my interest, good and bad. So let's get right to it. First, the Golden State Warriors. So on Monday, a kid named Vince Williams Jr. scored 24 points. G.G. Jackson added a career-high 23 points. And the Memphis Grizzlies, with only one star, Jaren Jackson Jr., no Desmond Bane, no Marcus Smart, and of course, no John Morant, defeated the Golden State Warriors 116-107. And that night was the return of Draymond Green from his league suspension. Now, Jaren Jackson finished with 18 points despite going 4 of 20 from the field. Curry did his thing, 26 points. Kuminga standing on business with a double-double night, 20 points, 11 rebounds. Even Andrew Wiggins added 16 points, and Dario Saric at least added 13. But where are your other stars? Klay Thompson, who we all know has not been having his all-star level of a season. Definitely coming back from those injuries, getting a little bit rusty here. That excuse is gone. Klay, this is you now. He only had 9 points. He shot 4 for 10, and his plus-minus was negative 22. And Draymond Green had his usual stats, 7 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. And his defense didn't help either. The Warriors' defense didn't help really either, committing 19 turnovers. And then Memphis definitely took advantage, shooting 20 of 54 from outside the arc. And also those 19 turnovers, those turned into 30 points. 30 points. That's crazy. Memphis definitely took advantage. The Warriors are currently in 12th place right now in the West and bottom of their division. Not in the play-in, not in the playoffs. Defense is definitely their Achilles heel. Klay not being Klay. The NBA finally taking action against Green. Kerr can't create adjustments during games and players are barking at him. Chris Paul old body affecting him again. The Warriors bench is very weak, probably the weakest we've ever seen it. There was a report on CBS Sports by James Herbert on January 11th. He said that the Warriors are looking to trade everybody except for Steph. And in this article, he mentions the athletic reporter Shams Charania, and he says that no one is untouchable except for Curry. And the mindset for Golden State right now is everyone but Curry is on the table. And so this is basically the Warriors saying we're done. We're done. It was a great run. The dynasty was good. They're tired of Green's antics. The Chris Paul trade hasn't flourished. Negotiations with Klay Thompson hasn't been the greatest. Legit, he should have taken that money, but it is what it is. All I gotta ask is this the end? Is this the end of another great NBA dynasty? If it is, it's been a pleasure to watch. This dynasty and Stephen Curry literally changed the game. Everybody want to shoot threes now. Small ball, all that. The Warriors versus the Cavs series was phenomenal until KD joined and made it unfair. But that's going to be all. We're going to take a break. Be right back.
Chess, we up next. Live with Chess, sports we're best. Live with Chess, live up next.
So the second team I'm going to be mentioning is the Dallas Mavericks. So currently the Mavericks are 6th in the West, 1st in their division, 7th in points per game, 11th in field goals made, number 8 in defensive rating. The only two things you really got to worry about with the Mavs is they're number 2 in turnovers and bottom 5 in free throws. But the last 10 games, Kyrie only averaged 2.3 turnovers. Luka did have 3.6 in his last games, but Luka is shooting 77% and Kyrie is shooting 89% from the free throw line. Well, they're consistent shooters. Of course, they're going to shoot great, and they're offensive mega minds. But what about somebody like Tim Hardaway Jr.? He's shooting 87.5% at the free throw line, and let me also tell you about this. Hardaway is low-key looking like an MIP candidate, averaging 18 points per game, 3-point percentage is 37%, and he's shooting 42% from the field. Maybe the Hardaway family talent genes run deep. Now, the problem with Hardaway is that he's very, very good for a handful of games, but there are many more games where he's terrible and inefficient. And he's also a liability. You never know what you're going to get, which doesn't fit well for a team looking to avoid the play-in and make a little noise during playoffs. But the last 10 games, he's been averaging 20.5 points a game, shooting 40% from three, and 85% from the line. I see you, Hardaway Jr. I see you. And in this recent game against the Pelicans Monday, Irving scored 42. Hardaway Jr. finished off with his career high 41. 41. That's crazy. And they beat the Pelicans 125 to 120. Now, the Mavs, I think they're low-key slept on. They just beat the number one team, the Minnesota Timberwolves, on January 7th. The score was 115 to 108. They had a few weird losses here and there recently. Nothing too big to worry about. They lost to the Grizzlies, but the Grizzlies just beat the Warriors, who were heavily favored. They lost to New Orleans recently, but they just beat New Orleans. And like, this team isn't fully themselves yet. That's the scary thing for me. You got to see this whole team full. Luke is injured, but he's coming back. Dante Exum and Derrick Jones are out, but seem to revitalize their careers a little bit with the Mavs. And they're also missing Grant Williams. And Derek Lively, he just returned from a 5-game absence, and he had 12 rebounds in the last game. Watch out for the Mavs. That's all I got to say. They could make a run to the Western Conference Finals. A good run, a decent run. They just got to limit their turnovers, let Luka and Uncle Drew do their thing, and make their free throws. And that's going to be all. Hope y'all enjoyed the episode. It's been your boy, Cameron Chester, live with Chess.
Chess, we up next. Live with Chess, sports we're best. Live with Chess, live